and I'm Janiko Peri. I cover defense for the Hindu. In the next couple of minutes, I'll break down the defense allocation that was done for the budget that was presented this year. We'll look at the numbers, we'll just compare it to the previous year and what the numbers mean. So the Defense Ministry, the MOD, the total allocation for the MOD stands at 6.81 lakh crores. So this includes 4 components. There's a revenue component, a capital component, which is essentially caters to new procurements and modernization. Then there is defense pensions. There's a defense civil component for the civil establishments under the Defense Ministry. So all this constitutes 6.81 lakh crores, the total. So just a quick breakup of what each has been allocated. So the revenue allocation stands at 3.11 lakh crores. Capital expenditure is at 1.8 lakh crores. Defense pensions at 1.6 lakh crores. And the civil 28,000 crores. So of which now moving to what are the significant aspects of this allocation. So year on year, this is actually a hike of about 9.3% from the last year's budget estimates. The overall, we'll look at it again in a breakup of what it means. So that looks significant, but again, going down, if you actually see the capital component of the budget, which I mentioned is for the modernization and procurements, that actually is just 4.65% hike, which doesn't really mean much if you actually factor in inflation and the currency fluctuation. Don't forget that our defense bill has a significant foreign exchange outflow, because we import a lot of stuff, directly or indirectly. So in that sense, that's really does not mean much. But also, if you look at the numbers from the budget estimates of 24-25 to the revised estimates of 24-25, the services, the armed forces are likely to return 12,500 crores, which we'll have to see how it goes, but that's a significant amount of money being returned to the government because it could not be spent or not utilized in time, which means it will go back to the coffers of the Finance Ministry or the Government of India. Why is this? Because our procurement processes are long, tedious, and too many delays. But that said, in the next couple of months, we have some mega deals lined up, which includes 26 Rafale M fighter jets for the Indian Navy's aircraft carriers, and also 3 Scorpion class, 3 more in fact, Scorpion class conventional submarines. So together they are worth about between 10 to 11 billion dollars, and in all likelihood, in all probability, as the indications are, they could be announced before or after the Prime Minister's visit to Paris in the next 10 days. In fact, 10th and 11th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to visit Paris for the AI summit. So we can expect some action there. But all said and done, these deals are expected to be signed in this fiscal year. And there are also a couple of other deals, but these are the really big ones. So on this part, one little important fact is, when a deal is signed, you don't pay the entire amount in 1 year, because these defense deals are very long term. So the deals actually go for the next few decades. So because you have the equipment in service, so you have to maintain, upgrade, service it. You need spares, support, etc., etc. It goes on for, say, fighter jets. They go for 40 to 50 years. So typically when a deal is signed, you pay about 10% of the deal value. What is the estimated value? And subsequently, when in the next years, it's budgeted in your committed liabilities. So your capital component also has something called committed liabilities, which typically means deals which have already been signed in the previous years, but you still, for which you're still essentially paying your EMI. That's what is committed liability. So that just moving forward, a couple of more important highlights in this year's defense allocation. So Coast Guard actually got a significant hike in terms of its own allocation. So the overall hike saw about 26.5% increase, and the capital component, which last year's allocation budget BE was about 3,500 crores. This year it actually went up to, for the next year, it went up to 5,000 crores, almost a 46% year-on-year increase. And typically also similarly, defense pensions actually went up by almost 13.87% to 1.6 lakh crore. Partly also because the government has been implementing the revision of the one rank one pension. The arrears have been cleared in the last year and this year, so that's also adds to the increase. And the other one, finally, one quick point on the borders organization. There's been a lot of emphasis on developing border infrastructure. And we have seen, especially since the standoff with China in 2020, there has been a massive infrastructure upgrade along the northern and the western borders, more so on the northern side, where we are trying to play catch up or negate the Chinese advantage that have on the border. So that's been seeing a lot of hike. This year, the BRO, Border Roads Organization, under the capital allocation, got about 9.74% hike, which stands at 7,146 crores. So all this will go for all the border construction, which BRO takes literally along the border in the most toughest of the geographies. So broadly, that's the take on this year's defense budget. We'll bring you more. Keep watching. Both the print space, the website, and the videos will bring you more on the matter. Thank you.